should then be next stop Indianapolis for the American Grand Prix in a fortnight. Indy is ready to go. Contrasting views, though, up and down the pit lane. James Allen reporting.
The talk in the paddock throughout the weekend has been whether the American Grand Prix at Indianapolis can or should go ahead. Many people, including the two Schumacher brothers, have made it clear they feel it's an unnecessary risk to travel to the United States, and many in the paddock share that view.
I'm scared, so it's basically obviously decision. You know, I'm professional, so obviously it's not my decision. Are we gonna go there or not? I feel that way still. The teams should be very, very clever and to really put their heads to 100% together to understand is it right or wrong.
But the message from the team owners and the sport is clear. Formula One's roadshow will go to Indianapolis.
I don't think we should give in as a sport, as individuals, to any form of terrorism. And I think if we just give up and say, right, we're not going, we're giving in to terrorism.
Logistically, there seem to be a few problems. Flying the fuel out is one concern, and new American restrictions on air freight will add to the time it takes to get cars and equipment out to the States.
I think it's going to be very, very tough. Apparently we have to x-ray every piece of equipment, and every piece of equipment's right down to cars. And my understanding, there's only 2 x-ray machines in Europe big enough to take these parts, and one is in Amsterdam, the other one's in Luxembourg. We'll have to get the equipment off maybe a day earlier, but we're willing to do it. I think it's important to have that race.
The big problems, I think, will be, of course, when the stuff gets to the airport and people have to handle it from that point on.
Do you foresee any problems?
I couldn't tell you. I really don't know. I mean, we'll get the stuff to the airport and we'll get it there as requested, and we'll see what happens then.
A meeting of team owners on Friday confirmed the decision to travel and agreed that one car in every team will run unbranded at Indianapolis as a mark of respect. So far, America's declaration of war on Saturday doesn't seem to have affected things. Fred Nation, vice president of Indianapolis Motor Speedway, told ITV he doesn't expect the American government to stop the race. But it depends on how the military situation develops in the coming week. Throughout this weekend, racing has been secondary in most people's thoughts. However, they're all hardened professionals and they'll do whatever the teams and Bernie Ecclestone and Formula One say they should do. The message then going forward with America in 2 weeks' time is Formula One is ready to come. It's now up to the Americans to decide whether the race will go ahead.
Thank you very much indeed, James. It's a very, very difficult situation and everyone has their own views. Tony, what do you feel about going to the States?
Well, I think the Americans clearly want Formula One to come over there. They want the race to go ahead, and I think if they can get round the logistical problems, I think it should go ahead and we should all go there and get on with the show.
And Mark, you've raced over there many times. I chatted to Indianapolis Speedway last night. They are very keen. They say they're ready, but the situation is changing all the time. Your views, though?
I've lived there for the last 5 years, and I can feel from there, but I think everything will be okay in terms of sporting events. They've cancelled everything this weekend in the US, but next weekend it will be back to normal, and that's how it should be.
Okay. Do you think it's important to make a statement, Tony, for everyone to go over there?
Yeah, I think it is, because, you know, saying that Formula One, if it has to stop, then they win. But you go over there with a mark of respect, as I said, with every other car running unbranded. I mean, one goes there with your head bowed, but you get on with it.
Okay, I think it's going to be logistics of getting everybody there.